YouTube's Gestal Gaming finally back with another YouTube video. It's been a while, but for good reason. We've been hard at work over here at Gestal Gaming. The boys and I, H2K, Rultar, Stixio. We've been working hard over here at Gestal Gaming. And this is what we got to show for you today. The optimizer, the Gestal Rate Optimizer. I'm going to go through how to download it, how to install it, and how to use it. Maybe some hints, maybe some secret tips you can use. Let's get into it. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is head on over to gestal.gg/raid. And I'll leave that link in the description below. Go on over there. Here's what the website looks like. And right up front, you can click on Get the Optimizer. We also have a link over here on the left, Optimizer app download. You go ahead, click that link, download here, and then we only have it for Windows right now. Mac is coming soon. But for now, all the Windows users, you can go ahead and click the download link right there. This is going to download just like any other software package will download. You'll go ahead and click to install. Now, the one difference that you are going to see, we do not have this certified yet. This is a brand new software. We're working on getting a certificate for this. But in the meantime, you are going to get this Windows Protect Your PC prompt. All you have to do is click more information and run anyway. This is as safe as any other software you've downloaded for RAID, I promise you. Go ahead, click run anyway, and this will install quickly onto your computer. Install for all users. Yes, go ahead. Accept the agreement. Next, install as you would into anywhere on your computer. Pick the location, anywhere else you'd like to install it. Finish the install. You can keep the desktop right now that you have the app installed with Raid Shadow Legends, the game open. Go ahead and click on the Gestal desktop app to launch it, and it will pull your entire roster into the application. The homepage here has a bunch of features I want to point out. On the left side, you have the ability to search through your entire roster through the search box. You can sort by affinity, role, rarity, all the good stuff down here on the left. One thing I want to point out is lock state. You can show all the champs that are locked or just unlocked. Now, what is locked and unlocked? That is over here, the feature over here. You can lock the champions in the right corner, upper right hand corner. If you click on that lock or unclick it, that will lock them, unlock them. What is that going to do? That the gear on that champion will not be shown in the optimizer unless there is a but. You select the option to show all lock champs, and I will show you how to do that. But if you don't want the gear to show up in the optimization, you can lock those champs. You do that right here on the upper right hand corner of the lock tool, and then you can sort based on that as well. All right, and the last thing I wanted to show you here on this is if you've had the app open for a while, maybe you made some changes on your account, you've maybe leveled a new champ, you go ahead right here, hit the refresh button, and that's going to resync, bring any changes you might have made right into the application. All right, the second tab we have here on the left is the optimizer. Let's go through all the different tabs, and then we'll pull champion in here, and we'll do a quick optimization, show you how it works. All right, so the first tab here, we got goals. Now, with the goals, there are two different modes. The first mode is priority. On the priority mode, you will have to input all the information here. If you're building a damage dealer, obviously you're going to want to put 100% crit rate based on if it's HP, attack, or defense. Select the stat requirement that you would like to try to meet or that you think you can meet. Obviously depending on what champion that is. Now, the key thing on this page that you have to do when you are optimizing a champion is set a prioritization of a stat. And how do you do that? You click but one of these tabs underneath, and that is going to set the prioritization to that stat. In a lot of cases, if you're dealing damage, you're going to want to prioritize crit damage. Now, the other thing you could do, if it's an attack-based champ, you could say, okay, I also want to prioritize attack. You would do that there. You could also take it all the way up. Sky's the limit. Have fun with it. Test different things out. That's what it's here for. Um, we do have a reset clear priority button there. Just want to point that out. Now, if you don't really want to enter any stats and you just want to find the best build for your damage dealer, you can select the damage here, the damage mode, and that will basically take all the guesswork out of gear, um, what stats would be best, and this will prioritize based on the abilities and the stats and sets that will give the best return to those abilities, skills, multipliers. So we will test that one out here in a bit, but I just wanted to show that there are two modes here in the stat goals. Second tab here is a place where you can select different sets that you will want to use. Again, if it's going to be a damage dealer, you're probably going to be looking at lethal, savage, right? The variable sets are here. Now, say you don't want to scroll down and look for all these all the time. We have created a way to set kind of a favorites list here. And all you got to do is create a favorites. You can name that whatever you want. We're just going to stick with my favorites. Now, how do you add your favorite gears sets there? All you got to do is right click on the gear set and click on my favorites, and that's going to go ahead and add it up here. Obviously, it will stay down here. You get a little star to let you know that it is one of your favorites. But so it just makes it a little bit quicker. You could have a whole list of them up there. I like to add about 5 or 6 of them. Stone skin, right? Protection. It doesn't just have to be attack. It could be your support sets as well. So we have everything listed, even the accessory sets down there on the bottom. Whatever set you need to make the best build for your champion, you will have them all those sets in here. Now, this next one is for slots. Now, say you bring in a champion and you really love the weapon that's on a champion. You are definitely not going to change that weapon. You do not want that to be optimized. Well, you can come in here and you can click that off. And now, no weapons will be searched in your optimization. Um, Very easily come back in here and you can reselect that. So that's what this tab does. You can come in and select any of the 9 slots and decide which or which not you would want to have in the optimization process. Next tab is for glyphs. Now, this tool is excellent. This is basically going to take whatever stat you want to add a glyph onto that may not have that glyph up to a certain number, be it 4, 5, 6. You throw one of the big boys on for the 8, right? Or the big boys up for the 12, right? So if you want to say, I want to see what the best speed I could get on an optimization if all the gear is glyphed up to 8. And this is going to give you the ability to do that. And then that's a goal that you can do. You know, maybe you'll go in and use all your glyphs to get you to that point. Or if you don't have any glyphs, like a lot of us in the speed category, as soon as you get them, you throw it in and try and get that build optimized. But this is just going to give you kind of where the build can go to. You can set the different glyphs that you like, whether it be attack. I think speed's probably the most used one there. And then the settings tab, this is a very important one. You can set what level the gear has been rolled to for the optimizer to search. Do you want it to look at everything? Do you want it to look at gear that's only been rolled up to 8 and above? That's where I have it set right now. You can change that. Now, it is not going to take into account the rolls of the stuff down at 0 and 4, But say you have a whole bunch of mercurial that you haven't rolled yet, or a whole bunch of those sets that have the variable sets that have a lot of different modifiers as you go through them from 1 to 9. That doesn't necessarily have to be rolled for you to know that you can get that set bonus like a 9 piece mercurial. Very meta right now, right? So you might want to take that down to 0 to see if you um, can hit those different sets that you might not where you may not have rolled all the gear yet. You might not have the silver to be able to roll it. Now, one thing I would recommend is trying to roll your gear at least to 8. Now, it might be I can't do it right now. I don't have enough silver. That might be a daunting task. But if you can get a lot of your gear, your important gear rolled up at least to 8, maybe even up to 12, the optimization will become significantly stronger because now you have all those sets, all those stats rolled up to at least 2 or 3, and you're going to get a much more robust optimization um, throughout the process. Now, other things I wanted to point out here: the pool options. You can include equipped artifacts. I would highly recommend always having that one checked. You want to obviously see the gear that's on the other champs. Now, this is where having your champs locked comes in big. Um, you can still include the locked champs, just to see, maybe you don't mind taking a glove off of somebody, right? On one of those locked champs. So you can include them or exclude it, right? So it's just a click one. I think it's one of the best features, I think, here in the settings, being able to just go back and forth between that. And then again, treat artifacts as fully upgraded. You can do that as well. Now the search space, this is just going to be about how robust the search is going to be. Shallow, it's not going to be. It's just going to kind of look at the main gear sets and be very quick. But it's not going to give you the best results. Normal is going to be the best of both worlds, as quick as possible, but as robust as possible of a search. And then deep's going to take a lot longer. Could take much longer. Maybe you want it to run overnight potentially, but it is going to dig through absolutely everything. That will take a long time. So my recommendation: normally keep it on normal unless you really, really want to take a deep dive or you're short on time. Now the last piece here is you can use the GPU or CPU on your computer to do the calculations. GPU uses your graphics card faster on goals with stat minimums. There you go. Required sets or other hard constraints. Whereas the CPU runs on the processor, no graphics card needed, can be faster on broad criteria like the overall criteria, especially on older or lower end GPUs. Also, the choice if your machine has no compatible GPU. So, just options. Both of them are there. I typically keep mine on GPU. I'm running a desktop computer, I have a decent graphics card, so I've always left it on there. All right, so let's quickly take a look at optimizing a champion. Let's do. Yeah, I love Marius. Everyone loves Marius, right? We'll bring Marius in. We are gonna do. Let's just do a damage one real quick. Bring him in. We're not gonna set any sets. We're not gonna do any changes anywhere. Let's set this back to 0, and let's just optimize them in the damage, and let's see what this do. Now this can take some time. It's gonna keep kind of okay. It didn't take too long at all. So let's see what we got. Okay, so I didn't set any requirements. Obviously, speed is a big thing. So we'll take a look at a little bit better speed here, but just a real quick search. Obviously, we're going to get much bigger damage coming from our A1 and A2, but we're much slower. So let's try to match the speed. We'll go 320. I think speed is probably the most important stat when you're doing the damage build because obviously it's going to be searching for everything else. So you're going to want to put that speed in there, and we'll see what it can get us. And it looks like the top build is a bit different than what I have currently. That's a bit exciting. Now I might be taking from someone I don't want to take it from. So let's go ahead and pause that. You can pause it while it is optimizing, and go ahead and click on the drop down. It will continue computing. You can see the time is updating, but what is not happening is it's not updating here. When you resume, it will update if something has gotten better or worse. All right, so what do we have? About two less speed, not a huge deal. A little bit less HP, I don't mind that. A little less damage, I guess I don't mind that because we are gaining 26 crit damage. That is pretty solid. Now, the other key to Marius potentially is having accuracy, right? You do want to be able to strip the buffs. So, give or take. But yeah, this is we're taking two pieces. Looks like we're getting a little extra crit rate from our Slayer piece. Oh, we got a two-piece Slayer going. Okay. So right, so it's looking looks like it's a little bit better. You come down here, you can see the improvement on the damage. You get about a plus 749 on the A1 and about a plus 2,378. So the crit damage, the extra crit damage, just giving up 300 defense, that I may have to make the change here. I'm not using Leo as much, and my man Wallmaster is farming Spider for me. I could potentially find a change there. So hey, I might have found a better build for Mary. It's not too bad. All right, the last piece I'm very excited to show you is the team preset section. What this does is allow you to create your teams that you may have for Chimera, Hydra, your Faction Wars, maybe even Soul Cross, like that crazy S19 one everybody loves. You can have your team set up here, save all the gear, and then when it's time to run that team, you can apply all the gear. If you've taken gear sets off of, let's say, you're moving gear sets between all your Hydra damage dealers. This will allow you to just one click and reapply that gear to those champions. Let's show you how you do it. All right, so what I think we'll do is add a faction war team. I've already got two added. So let's go ahead and click a third in. Today's faction wars are high elves. I've already got. So we're gonna do the Skinwalker team. Believe it or not, this is my faction war Skinwalker 21 team, and it does work. So let's go ahead and name this Skinwalkers, and we will start adding the champs. This is the same menu. When you click the add champs, same menu that you see up front, all the same functionality here. I like to just search, so we'll go like that. We'll get Mighty Uko. We will get my man Marius. We will get Hackhorn making a comeback in a big way, helping me out here in Faction Wars. And then I saw Gwendolyn in there. And Mr. Wukong. All right. Add those to presets. All right, I already have all the gear on them. So what we will do to show you how this works is go to, let's go to Kong. We're going to go ahead and take, well, first we'll go ahead and upgrade these to 16. I guess he was doing all right with them being there. I will take those up to 16. And then let's take those off. And we'll take, let's just take the bottom row off. We're not going to sell that. We are going to manage and remove. Manage and remove. All right. So, you can see we have the gear set stored here, but your gear has been moved to someone else throughout the week, whatever may have happened. You can very quickly just either click on this apply team preset, and that will go through and add the teams. Now, you saw there, it only added it to Wukong. Well, Wukong was the only one missing the gear, so it is only going to update the champs that are missing the gear. If we had all the champs missing them, obviously it would have gone through all 5 of them, updated all 5, and you're ready to roll for your faction wars. I absolutely love this feature. Let me show you one other way I'm using this right now. My arena champs. These champs, again, I don't like to take their gear, but every once in a while it happens. I think I'm missing it. Rotos is missing some gear. Um, so this will allow me to basically come in, and when I'm ready to go to live arena, I can just go in, apply team preset, make sure all my live arena champs have their gear on, and I'm ready to go. I don't have to be worried. Ooh, maybe this guy's missing it, maybe he's missing it. So it's just countless ways you could be using this. Siege, whatever you can come up with. Sky's the limit. Team preset, I love this feature. Another great reason to download the app at Gestal.gg. So head on over to Gestal.gg, download the app, go to our Discord. I'll have that link in the description below. You can go there, give us some feedback, let us know what you think. Have any suggestions? We got a tab there for that. Any bugs you might need to report? Hopefully not, but if there are, please let us know and we will get to them as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching the video. Please give me a sub, and we'll see you in the next one. We're coming back. We got videos coming all the time now. We'll see you soon.